Hey everyone and welcome. When you think of a classic British seaside town, you probably picture fish and chips, sandy beaches, and maybe a few seagulls. But what if I told you one of these towns holds a much darker secret? A secret that gave birth to the most famous vampire in history. Today, we're journeying to the beautiful but eerie coast of Whitby, the true birthplace of Dracula's legend. It all started back in 1890 when a man named Bram Stoker took a holiday here. He wasn't just here for the sea air. He was a writer searching for inspiration, and in Whitby, he found it in spades. Imagine him walking along these very same cliffs, looking up at the dramatic, haunting ruins of Whitby Abbey perched high above the town. It was in this exact spot, surrounded by ancient stones and the sound of the crashing waves below, that the seeds of a terrifying story began to grow in his mind. He was creating a character, a creature of the night, and Whitby provided the perfect Gothic backdrop. One of the most iconic parts of the town is the legendary 199 steps. These steep, winding steps lead from the old town right up to the Abbey and the St. Mary's Church graveyard. Stoker was so captivated by them that he wrote them directly into his novel. In the book, after a violent storm shipwrecks the Demeter on Whitby's shores, a monstrous black dog is seen leaping from the vessel and bounding up these very steps, disappearing into the graveyard. That dog, of course, was none other than Dracula himself, arriving in England for the first time. The ship in the story, the Demeter, was a ghost ship. It drifted into Whitby Harbor with its entire crew dead, their bodies showing signs of a horrific struggle. The only living thing to emerge was that terrifying black dog. Stoker visualized this entire dramatic scene unfolding right here in this harbor. He drew inspiration from a real-life shipwreck that had happened in Whitby a few years earlier, where a Russian vessel called the Dmitri ran aground on the beach. He blended local history with his own dark imagination to create one of the most chilling arrivals in literary history. But where did the name Dracula come from? Well, Stoker found that in Whitby too. During his stay, he spent a lot of time in the town's public library. It was there, buried in an old book about Eastern European history, that he stumbled upon a footnote mentioning a 15th century prince named Vlad Dracula, who was known for his extreme cruelty. The name meant son of the dragon or son of the devil. At that moment, his nameless vampire finally had a name, and a legend was officially born. Before Whitby, the character was just a concept. After Whitby, he was Dracula. So, when you visit Whitby, you're not just walking through a picturesque town. You're walking through the pages of a horror classic. From the windswept Abbey to the 199 steps and the foggy harbor, every corner whispers the story of Dracula. This small coastal town didn't just inspire a book. It shaped and created the world's most enduring vampire myth. This is where the legend truly began. Thanks for joining me on this spooky tour of Whitby. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from incredible places. See you next time.